Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wannabes podcast. If you're new here and you're not familiar with who we are, I'm Morgan, and this is my co host Reddit. And, well, we review movies and shows and animes and all the above. So, yeah, sometimes talk about the movies and everything else. But, all right, we're going to be reviewing none other than the 2026 film Supergirl. So, it's the latest installment of the DC franchise. Um, there's been a lot of mixed opinions about this one, so I'm very curious to see where we're going to be landing among them. And before we dive into our thoughts, though, as always, we're going to talk a little bit about box office and budget, just so you guys know where this film currently has landed in terms of success. So, this, the budget for this film was 170 to 186 million, which no surprise for a film like this. But if we want to take a look at our box office numbers, Supergirl was projected to earn between 40 and 55 million during its opening weekend from 3,600 theaters and have a break even point of 315 million worldwide. So the film made 13 million on its first day, with 7.8 million of that being in Thursday night previews. It ended up debuting even lower than the revised projections, earning 38 million domestically, which was lower than the Marvels back in 2023. That actually had the lowest opening in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, in case you didn't know. But it ended up reaching a total of 68 million worldwide. So, following the debut, it was reported that the film was projected to lose the studio over 85 to 125 million dollars. But as of June 30th, 2026, right? So just a few days ago, Supergirl has officially grossed 44.4 million in the United States and Canada and another 27.7 million in other territories for a current worldwide total of 27.1 million. So it was, again, it was produced on a 170 to 186 million ish net budget. So not doing too hot. I agree. I think marketing wasn't super strong. I think people are just kind of taking people's word for it and not going to see it. And then also, it came out in the summer. It came out during a heat wave, so there's a couple things. Some people are going to the theaters to escape the heat, while other people are like, "Fuck that! I'm not even getting in my car. I'm not gonna go drive anywhere if I don't have to." And then also, it has been going up against a bunch of massive contenders. We like one of the ones constantly taking first place right now is Toy Story 5. No surprise. Like I think it does also it is hurting because of what else is already out around it. Um so I will say, I think that is part of the problem. Is it's up against some really, really strong contenders where this one could be like, oh, I catch it on streaming eventually. For example, Superman, which is the same timeline, universe, and everything of this, because we see her in Superman, that right now is available on Prime. So this is the second film of this new DC. So, and yeah, so to be fair, I think because they kind of show her as this like haphazard kind of like gone and kind of like how do I want to put it um kind of like loose cannon for the little bit we do see of her in Superman, and I feel like that also probably deterred people. I feel like they didn't give people the most exciting portrayal to like want to see her. Now I am a fan of the character Supergirl. I always have been. um and the main actress Milly Alcock. Let me hold on. Let me just double check that last name. Okay, it is Alcock. Absolutely love Millie. Millie is phenomenal. She had when she was the actress for young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of Dragon, and so like that's for me where I found her. So, but genuinely, she was phenomenal in that role. So and Millie, and I will say this later in talking about her portrayal of Supergirl, she's really, really good at portraying emotions. And this was for the style of Supergirl that they put out in terms of the story. This was meant to be a very kind of like in her emotions kind of Supergirl, or trying to avoid her emotions as well. So, anyway, where would you like to start, Dreaded? I love you because this is getting a lot of hate, and I don't think it deserves all the hate it's getting. No, it's middle. It's middle of the road. Middle of the road. Interesting. Okay. I think I have to rewatch the Superman one to determine that. But I would too. So wait,
Hard for me
no.
because no, what you do?
Your audio wasn't coming through. Fuck. So start
Oh
start
man.
over what you said. What like your hot take. Please start with your hot take.
Oh right, yeah. I think I low key liked this movie better than the Superman movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure, as I was saying, that people heard. I have to rewatch Superman to see. I know you said you kind of low key don't want to, but
Yeah, and I would watch this again.
yeah.
So I think I just saw the fruit fly fly by your camera.
Get away. I have a single fruit fly, guys, that keeps attacking me. He won't leave me alone. Anyway.
And okay, but this is a very tough topic for me to talk about because I really don't want. On the internet, there was a war between the Superman fans of the new one and the Snyder fanboys, yada yada. I
Mhm.
don't want to come off as a Snyder cultist, but I still have to admit that is the Superman that made me put respect on Superman's name.
I
Now the
mean,
new movie was good. Don't get me wrong; it had a lot of good stuff to it, but man, I think I put into words finally why it wasn't working for me because Supergirl in this movie is awesome.
okay,
Like,
so can I pause you there
y-
for a second?
yeah, go ahead.
I want to let anybody know whether you've seen it or not, but especially not. This Kara's story in this is one that's a lot kind of plays in the realm of like a darker tone compared to that of Superman. And as Dreaded has said, as I have said, I want the dark first. Just give me a dark DC universe. We're always there on the edge with Batman and Catwoman and just Gotham City in general. Joker, like I feel like okay, so I'm gonna come out. I'm not gonna say what happened. That way, if we want to discuss it more in depth later in the review, we can. But Kara does something near the end of this film that is very controversial for a superhero. And
Mm.
I think that scene alone is why people are either hating or not hating this movie.
You know what? We will have to talk about that because I don't see the same reaction when another Superman movie did something similar.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes the context of the story matters more than, oh my God, see, this is what I'm not trying to always talk about Man of Steel every time we talk about a Superman movie, but I swear I'm one of the biggest defenders of that movie.
I
People are
loved Man of
just,
Steel. I
yeah, I
love Man of
feel,
Steel.
yeah, so same. I really do. That's the movie that made me like Superman, that made me put respect on his name. And then David Corenswet came out. I get it. Here's what I'm gonna say. Superman has always been the nice, like, hopeful Boy Scout. I get it. But for me, I don't love that.
See, for me, like
Because
though it's sweet, it's cute, it puts out good messaging of how to be a kind
yes.
person. It's not realistic.
Yeah. And you know what I love too? In this movie, a character that we're gonna talk about her says,
Oh,
Kara,
mhm.
you might not be nice, but you are kind. I never thought of it like that. And I was like, hey, I like that phrasing right there.
And see, like
But
I just want to say too, going off real quick, just going off of that is, because we'll dive more into it. But knowing, I want to say the biggest thing about this film going into it and like thinking, listening to our review and like even if you go and watch it, whatever, my whole thought and like way to look at this is it's not about being nice. It's about kind of like your own honor and what are your own moral values.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is your code? Because Kara does have a code. You can see
Mm-hmm.
what her code is, even though she tries to avoid it and avoid the responsibility of her code. It's there and it always wins.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that at all. I like that actually. And not to mention too, like Superman, the shit Lex Luthor was doing, man, if you don't punch a hole in that man's head right now. Meanwhile, Kara, like, oh, I'm gonna get you back for the bullshit you done pulled. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like, I don't want to say it's not necessarily realistic because I know there are probably people out there who just don't want to take that route or maybe just don't have that in them.
Aren't really the
But at the
violence
same
type, yeah.
time, yeah. But at the same time, like, man, I don't know. It's my mindset. That's why Superman was always a hard hero for me to get into for reals,
And that's
honestly.
fair. And I feel like there's a iteration, I've told you about it before. There is Superman and Lois, or Clark and Lois, I can't remember the name of the show,
Superman and
but
Lois.
it's a CW show, and you get kind of, I think, a nice meld of both, like that really nice guy, but also has their moral compass, but also is struggling with other things in a good, like the darker side of things in a good way, because in that show he has his children, and it's at a point for him. It's like it's not just about me and my safety anymore. It's about my wife Lois. It's about my children's safety, and you do see
Mm-hmm.
him break the typical Superman like nice good guy code because he snaps. It's his children he's protecting, and
Yeah.
I love that because it feels more realistic. Like, if someone's coming after if I had kids and someone's coming after my kids, I ain't gonna be playing Mrs. Nice over here.
Hold on. You are totally right.
Ooh, what is he grabbing?
You know I gotta grab me on there. Someone's getting their head smashed in if they mess with my kids or my wife.
Fair. 100% fair.
You have no idea how happy I am that I bought this. All right, you're out. Anyway, so Kara is just cool. Like, damn,
I love
she's a
her.
mess. She is such a mess. But when she needs to get shit done, she does, and I respect that much more than I do Superman. At least David Corenswet Superman.
Mhm.
Again, I don't want to hate on him, but still, just like, it's just not for me.
I
You're
will
not
say,
bad. You're just not for me.
I don't think David Superman is also at, like, he's an established Superman, but he's not at that level or that stage of Superman where he has, like, don't get me wrong, he has Lois. You could say, yeah, he has Kara, but in crypto, kind of. But I don't. There's not enough gravity, I think, in his stage of his Superman life yet. Like there is, but there isn't.
I get that. I see where you're coming from there.
I could see him growing into like the CW Superman that I love,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm surprised I'm saying I love a CW hero because they've kind
Yeah,
of dropped the ball a lot for a while, for quite a few of them. But
I guess that's one of them they got kind of right, I suppose.
God, I just love the relationship between him and Lois in that one. It was so good. Anyway,
Mhm.
um, can I
So,
just want to meet it. I know you didn't like her either. I love Millie. Millie is fantastic as Kara. I because we have also Jason Momoa in this. I love anytime Jason Momoa is on the screen. I had a blast with him. I
he
had
is my
fun.
favorite character
I
in
know
this damn movie.
people are going to complain that he needed to be darker. This needed to be rated R to have this character. I don't care. I had a blast with that character. Jason was having. I could just tell Jason was having fun, so I was
Hmm.
having fun.
I love his
But
performance as Lobo. He's so great.
such a good Lobo. Love it. However, there's another character we see a lot, right? And this is Ruth. You know, her we see it in the trailer. Her parents get killed by the big bad evil guy Krem, who were trying to face whatever. She was so annoying. Like there are little tiny moments that I liked her. There were moments like when it was good. There were there were a couple moments between her and Kara, like especially talking about their traumas, and there's a thing of like Ruth not she was out to get revenge on her parents and her brother's death. So going off to kill Krem. And there was great conversations between her and Kara that of like Kara saying, "This is not going to give you the closure you think it's going to. It's only going to make your pain worse." I loved those moments. I loved like the deep intimate moments. But everything else and all the other times, I kind of was annoyed with her. I'm like, I feel like this movie would have been better with less of her. Insert Reddit's crash out here.
I wish somebody would have fucking killed her. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I have not hated a damsel so much since Mary Jane in the Raimi movies. I never thought I'd say that.
Like,
I hate them both on different levels. Here,
I think part of the problem with me and Ruth is
Mhm.
she is a swordsmith's daughter. She has obviously been trained in martial combat from a young
Has she?
age.
When?
Hold on. There are because that is the only way to make the cell scene make sense. I'm not saying she's like trained like a master trained, but she has some form of self-defense training, right? That is the only way her plot armor can kind of make sense to me. But then there are moments where I'm like, girl, you have this sword, you have this aura, you're gonna go do this. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Saying is easier than doing. But you did it in the brig. Like you did fine kind of it enough on the ship. Where is it now? Like I was so annoyed with her at the end when she was just like Kara was screwing everything up around her. And she was just like in don't get me wrong, I understand being in awe, you're seeing a superhero at work. But there was also kind of like
Morgan.
Please.
Morgan.
I just needed more from her. I needed less of her, but also more from her. You know what I mean?
I hate this character so much. I thought I was going to be so bored with this movie. I was not. But my God, I did not think the worst thing was going to be this damn character. Here's
I agree.
my problem.
Give it to me.
Little girl, you are not about this life. Have you ever watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes.
Do you remember the episode where Will and Carlton got arrested because the cops assumed they stole this car? Now, Will knows the game. He's got the street smarts. Don't say nothing. Wait for a lawyer, yada, yada, all that stuff. But Carlton, not having the street smarts, yes! That is what this felt like. This girl, you are not built for this shit, okay? You talk all this big shit. You talk all bigger than people. You cannot back it up. Aside from that plot armor moment when you got out of that cell, fine, I'll give you that. But girl, why do you talk so big like you're going to be the one to kill your family's murderer? Meanwhile, you couldn't even handle his lackeys when they came for you when you was in that room. You've got the sword. Where was the bravado? Where was it, huh? Where was it? And my gosh, you were so annoying. Especially when they... Hold on a second, let me finish. Especially when they first met Lobo, because that's where the Carlton comparison came in. Like, Kara knows, oh shit, that's Lobo. Don't fuck with him. Don't even look at him for real. Now, then, just because she's looking for the same race, you want to go talk to him, try to recruit. Bitch, are you out of your mind? Did you not just listen to the all-powerful alien who knows her shit? You look like you were sheltered in that
alien that just
place.
flew. Literally, I want to mind you, at that point, she watched Kara fuck up the tech pirate raiders.
Yeah.
And then physically flew them to that planet.
You see what she's about. If she's telling you, don't fuck with Lobo, maybe fucking listen to her. My God, she kept getting on my nerves.
Honestly, this movie...
Stop talking.
And I know, like, they wanted this drama, they wanted the stress between Ruth and Kara a little bit. But, like, the thing is, like, I agree with Luke. I necessarily didn't fully mind her. However, I needed less of her dumb bullshit and more of when she actually was smart in doing things. Because it
was just so far in between of doing things. That's why I can't with her. I do have a problem with her.
There was like Agree. That's a very good point, Luke. Ruth was 100% in over her head. And it is understandable why she was in over her head.
That
However,
is also fair.
they kind of keep going between the, oh, she can kind of do some badass things, to, I just have the plot armor slash the luck of like a Disney princess. And oh no, I'm the annoying damsel. I needed more of a middle ground. And I don't necessarily blame Eve Ridley for that. I do think that was a fault of the writing. I think the
Yes,
character just
absolutely.
needed to be written a little better. Because there was times I liked her, and there was times I really just kind of didn't. I don't want to say I never hated her, but she did annoy me. There was a couple times that she, like, quite a few times, she really got like on my nerves. But
I like Luke, you're not wrong. Yes, over your head. Yes, I that is very very true. But I just could not stand her. She's always talking big, like she's better than the people she's talking down to, yada yada and stuff like that. Even at a point, Kara, like little girl, shut up because you can't back up any of these big words that you're trying to like. I'm gonna say tell yourself that you're capable of. No, you're not. And I only counted two damn things she did. She got out of that cell and she threw a sword at a bike. Those are the only two things I really saw her do.
she threw
And
her
then
helmet
after
at a guy.
Kara does all the work, now you think you can go take your vengeance like little girl, or you want to act big like, oh, now Kara's got her powers back. Now you feel all indestructible because, oh, not because I can protect myself, because she's got me. You know what? You know what? You are not built for this revenge life, okay? You are not
And
Kratos. You are not Asura. You are not, who else got revenge? You are not Sasuke, even though I hate that man. You are none of them. Are you mad? Like, do you have a right to be? Yes. Okay, I get where you're coming from, but my God, stop! And for once, just listen to the alien. Who knows what she's talking about? Jesus Christ, I hated that character so much, man. I messaged you when I was in the theater. I just took
I
it.
know,
I
I
hate
saw
this
that.
kid.
As soon as you messaged, I was like, well, I know who he's talking about.
Oh man, she was the worst thing for me in this movie. This out of anything, I hated her the most. Right next to Crypto, but I've always hated that damn dog since the first movie.
Yeah, well, before we continue, guys, we're going to go on a short break because Luke is officially available and he wants to join in on the discussion. So we're going to go on a short break, and then when we return, we're going to be continuing our review with the third member of our show. So please stick around. We'll be back very shortly.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Perfection. Everybody go get popcorn, get your own drink. We'll be back soon. Hold on. Helps if we unmute ourselves. Hello, everybody. Look at that. We have now a Luke. Thanks for joining us, Luke. I hope your meeting went well.
It went very well. I'll talk more
Fantastic.
about it later. But
Yeah,
it was
of
it was
course.
very, very productive. Very excited to see where this goes. For anybody that may or may not care, I am still working on a movie. It is a lot closer to being done, and this was very important for post-production. So yeah, very, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Thanks for
very
letting
good.
me
Very good.
join in and not just be in chat typing shit out.
All right, well, I guess you can defend Ruth.
I mean,
Yes, defend the kid.
she's more justified to me as a character by the time the movie ends. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but when it ends,
That is fair. That is fair.
when it ends, I did like the whole dynamic that they have, where like, you know, the whole theme and what Kara's talking about, where she talks about Clark and why he's so hopeful and the way he looks at the world, because he hasn't been through what they've been through. He didn't grow up on a dying planet. He grew up on Earth. I'm hearing myself. Who's not muted?
That is
Muted.
happening to yourself.
Anyway, so yeah, he didn't grow up on a dying planet. He's a lot more hopeful. He's been around people. She was there on a dying planet. She's watching everybody die. Sorry for the spoilers. And Ruthie has now witnessed the same thing. But there's still a difference between the two of them, because Ruthie still has a sense of duty and honor and a little bit of hopefulness, whereas Kara
She's
is
also
just
a little naive.
right,
Too
but still,
naive.
there's still just even between
Not in
them,
a
and
bad way, just out of age and
it
experience.
no, not in a bad way, but it just shows like you can go through all these things. You can be with, and I get this 100%. You can have a similar upbringing and a similar background as somebody. You can be two totally different.
Oh,
people.
100%. 100%.
Different. And that's what I liked about that. I was like, yeah, you guys do have all these things in common, but you're still very, very different. It's just how you deal with things, and you know how you choose to invest your energy, basically, and what's important to you after that. Do you want to mope? You can mope. Do you want to have something to look forward to? You can do that too. And it was nice to see both the sides of the same coin like that. And that's why, yes, she is annoying in parts for all the reasons that you listed, Anthony. But by the time it was over, I was like, I don't have a problem with her. I'm not gonna say I dig her. I dig her. I don't want her to be a major character in wherever this franchise is going. But for this little story, I thought she was perfect.
Like, I don't
do
know
not
if
want
you
to see
heard
her
it.
ever again.
I don't know if you, when you were able to join, if you heard it. Like, there are moments where I do like her character, especially like more of the deeper moments with Millie, or sorry, with Supergirl, with Kara. And it's just kind of like, I feel like more of the actiony stuff where she really becomes that damsel that I kind of am like, okay, can we just, I don't need to see, like, I understand why she's the damsel. However, it's just sometimes I'm like, can we focus a little less on her being a damsel?
So but as the movie progresses, I got more and more the notion of they were treating Kara like the way you should treat, and the way -1 treats Godzilla. And I'm sorry to be fitting in Godzilla again, but it's like every time something serious was going to happen, because you know Kara can just waste everything, they found a way to sideline her.
Yeah,
And now Lobo's got to
that is
fight.
fair.
Now Ruthie's got to fight. Everybody else has the fight, and it's not until it comes time for that fight to end, boom, here comes Supergirl, and she's fucking everybody up. So I like the way that they did that, but I also
Therefore, it shouldn't be called Supergirl. Just
well, yes,
let
that's what
Supergirl
I'm
be
getting at.
Supergirl. It's her. It
That,
is literally
that's
Millie's
exactly
only
what I'm saying.
Supergirl movie. So Millie signed a contract for 3 films,
Mhm.
but they stated you are only getting 1 Supergirl film.
Yeah,
So let her be
but I
fucking
think,
Supergirl.
but I do like it though, because for the emotional moments, like the conversation
Yeah,
I'm talking about and everything, and all the flashbacks and stuff, she's very prominent. But when it comes time for Supergirl to fuck people up, they were really, really sparing with how they were gonna do it. They really spread that out. Like, oh, she can't
yeah,
just waste everybody. Like every time she got a hold of, I forget the Creme.
yeah.
Is it Creme or Creme?
Creme
Something like
with an
that.
M.
But whenever she got a hold of him, there was something that happens where it's like, okay, well, you gotta let him go, basically, because after what happens to where she even goes after this dude, I was like, just grab the thing and be done. That's all you gotta do. Grab it and go. You grab it. Like now it's in your hand. Oh fuck, you're getting hit with something that's gonna make it so you drag this out for another hour. I didn't mind that, but I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here, because she is the monster in this movie, and if she is a monster at the whole movie, you kind of don't have one. So I did like that, but like you were saying, this really isn't Supergirl's movie. It's like everybody else's.
Yeah.
Mm. I kind of just lost what I was about to say, but whatever. But
Again, not to jump all over. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
like,
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean, I can still continue to hate on what's her face Ruthie actually because I still blame her for getting those black people killed.
100%.
It's 100%. As much as she wants to blame it on Kara, it's 100% her fault.
Yep, you know damn well you wasn't finna do shit. You ain't got it.
But leading up to that point, especially because I know you particularly, Anthony, have been saying, like, listen to the alien that knows what the fuck she's talking about. How she didn't see that coming from a mile away, I don't understand. And, like, I get, like, for her, it all works out, you know, but from the time she meets these people to the time she sees dude talking to that suspicious looking character to the time the lady pours the drink, I'm like, don't drink that. What are you doing? And sure enough, and I was just like, how the fuck did you not see that coming? That's all I'm saying. How? Up to this point, you've been very smart. You've been rock solid with every decision that you made. You've been right. And now here you're going to be an idiot. I was like, okay, cool. But then it worked out because all she does is puke everything out and she's good to go.
Yeah.
Yep, for the most part, but still enough so that she can put up a fight.
I do want to ask, is it with where our David Superman is, are they just known to be two surviving Kryptonians that are strong under the yellow sun across the entire fucking galaxy? Because that was kind of a plot hole that annoyed me. Because then I'm like, she's only said she's Kryptonian to one girl, like one person, to her.
So
maybe they can figure. Go ahead, Luke.
If you have comic knowledge, Luke, please help me.
It's not comic knowledge.
That's fine. Any knowledge.
I took it as, especially for Krem, who's probably been around for however many hundreds of years or whatever. I'm sure he especially, like, it makes sense that Ruthie doesn't know too much about Kryptonians because she's young. But for him, it's only been, I don't know, a couple years because Kara grew up on that little sliver of Krypton, right? She knows what Krypton is. So I'm sure the universe knows what Kryptons are and what they can do. They seem to be spacefaring, technologically advanced people.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
The idea that they've gone to other planets.
But my thing is, how do they know about? How does everyone somehow know about the fucking bullshit of kryptonite? Because in the movie's lore, they said us putting up the shield broke it and created this crystallization that is poisoning us. So, you would assume no one left. Only Kara was potentially the one to leave during that time frame. Not saying that's accurate, just assuming.
Yeah.
Because they don't show anything. My whole thing is like, how does everyone know?
That's just kind of how I took it, is the fact that Kryptonians have been around up until they weren't. Like, they've been around. They've interacted with other species in the universe. So this is knowledge that could have just gotten around. And him,
minor gripe.
Being basically a fucking space pirate, he's probably had at least one other run-in with another Kryptonian. So yeah, he's probably learned a couple things. That's what I chalked it up to.
I didn't think about it that way either, too. But like, I'm with you there. Like, it's possible word just got around on how the remaining Kryptonians died, or maybe even word got around about just Superman in general being on this one planet, and just didn't get to it yet.
Yeah, it's more like.
Although I do wonder how the hell Lex Luthor learned about kryptonite. I do wonder that now.
That actually sounds like a bigger plot hole to me, but I took it like it's more like we're shocked that there's even Kryptonians at all, not that we don't know how to deal with one. It's just like, oh shit, there's still one around. All right, here's what we do: dust off the manual.
Yeah, I still have issues with all of that, but again, it's not the biggest gripe of the film. It's just one of those things where it's like, if I want to think hard about it, I have a problem with it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this movie. I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I was going to.
Like, yeah, seriously. we did as well. I don't think this movie deserves the hate that it gets.
No, I may enjoy this more than I enjoyed Superman.
Honestly. So me and you are on the complete same page. We're literally on the same page.
I'm also pretty sure I like this more than Superman. Yeah. I have to rewatch Superman to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure I like this more than Superman.
Well, and I can chalk that up to just the fact that Kara has more personality. I like her more. She's vastly more likable, and it also boils down to the background that she has, and just like even though she's on planets and she's like, she even says at one point, she's like, oh my god, I think I'm on this planet or something. she's still like the most human out of anybody else.
Oh, look, Breon's in chat.
Hey, what up, stranger?
Ayo. So, and not to hate on David Corenswet's like Superman,
When we going to Meatland?
but Milly is I was saying this to Dreaded earlier when we first went live. I love Milly Alcock. She's a fantastic young actress. She was very recently one of her more breakout roles was being young Rhaenyra Targaryen in The House of Dragon. She did phenomenal in that, and she's really really good with like depth of emotion and portraying emotion. And I think that's one reason why we probably like her so much is she had more emotion to play with and to work with as an actress than David did with Superman. Only because Superman is a little more cookie cutter in this current DC timeline of Superman compared to Kara.
Yes, but you're gonna get me every time when you hurt the dog now. Like it just is what it is. Like
Yeah.
that's
fuck
just
that dog.
That's something that's just, it's gonna hit me. I have no choice. It is what it is. That is a fucking cheat code in any movie now, and I didn't realize it until I saw this. Yeah, John Wick is fucking sad, and that's different. That's absolutely the thing. This hits different these days. So yeah, that's just a cheat code. Fuck that.
Fuck that dog, bro.
Yeah.
I still don't like Crypto. I still don't.
I like Crypto. I'm gonna like Crypto moving forward because now I figure like he's still like a puppy. We're still training Crypto. You know, if he acts like this the whole
And the thing is,
time, yeah, I'm gonna get annoyed.
think about it. Kara never gave herself structure, therefore Crypto has never had structure.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, as an owner of pets and have seen
That's
like
what
what disciplined and not disciplined animals are like I understand why Crypto is the way Crypto is.
Yeah, he's not necessarily a bad or annoying dog. He's just one that needs to be told, like,
both things.
don't fucking do that.
Yeah, Crypto just needs
is a
to be
bad
taught.
What?
That is a bad dog.
Crypto needs to be trained.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no excuses. That's a bad dog right there. You ain't gonna confuse me.
He fucks people up though.
The only thing
he
I do
fucks
like
the
that he
right
fucked Lex
people
Luthor up. He did fuck Luthor up in the last movie. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah. He comes through when you need him to.
Crypto
Yeah, then he also,
right
fucks the party up and comes into, Superman's home and starts fucking shit up. Like, it's just dog. I love that Superman's one of his first questions is, where is he staying? That is a very valid question.
That would have been my fucking question too. Like, yo, I'm just saying.
I mean, he just got done dealing with Crypto during all the Lex Luthor crap.
Yeah, and he was still a bad dog.
That's the first thing that happens, dude. It's like, yo, your dog can stay, but all right, if you're not, like, me personally, the dog can stay. But if you're not gonna fucking train this dog, then you better believe I'm going to, and you don't get to say anything.
Yeah.
Flat
Lord.
Flat out. Dog ain't acting like this.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Dogs can stay, but like they can't act like this.
Yeah, I ain't dealing with that shit.
That's why I love it when Breon lets me babysit. It lets me dog sit Peso. Peso's a good boy. I don't fucking worry about him. He acts amazing when he's over here.
Oh, there you go. But still, Crypto's a bad dog. Fuck that dog. Seriously.
No such thing as bad dogs, just bad owner.
Yep, agreed.
Cap. Anyway. Anyway.
So I don't know if you guys have talked about it. Like, did we talk about Lobo yet?
We talked about it a little bit, yeah.
You go ahead and add your thoughts. We loved him.
I love Lobo too. And I was surprised by how much he's in it. And like, it's not the character's fault or anything. It just is what it is because Deadpool came first, and they're kind of similar with how they act anyway. It's just there's a lot of that. You're always going to see that similarity. But I love the way he fights. I love the way he acts. The fact it doesn't even matter that's Jason Momoa. If you could gotten to me anybody that could have done this, I'd have been into it. But the fact that it is Jason Momoa it is a character that I'm pretty sure he's wanted to play for like ever.
Yes.
Even more than Aquaman. All right, fucking sweet. It was great to see you do that because dude nails it. It was cool. I hope I see more of him.
What I said earlier to Dreaded into chat was
badass fight.
That I can tell Jason Momoa is having fun, so I'm having fun. Like every time he's on the screen, I'm having a good time. I wish we got some more like fight sequences where him and Kara could really have like utilized each other. Cause like he's able to throw her around, and vice versa. Like I would have liked to have seen some like crazy fight like that, but it is what it is. Maybe in a future installment, because he definitely has his eye
But
on
that's
her.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. This was how they worked around it. And it was like, if we have both of these characters on screen now, fucking everybody up,
Yeah.
what's the point? So Lobo's on screen. Kara's got to be dealing with something. Like she's either getting hit
And
with
vice versa.
kryptonite or the blue or the green sun. Yeah. Or now it's Kara's turn and Lobo's in prison. Like it's
Or
what?
Lobo's just like, all right, I did my thing. I got my bounty.
Yeah, I'm done
Peace.
here. Peace.
Have fun, girl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's it.
I do want to give a shout out though to the actor Matthias Schoenaerts, because he's the one who played Krem, and I do want to say he did a really good job because I fucking hated the guy. And he's
Yeah.
a character you're supposed to hate. So
Anthony, you got anything to say before I go?
Yeah, I was worried. Like, you're supposed to hate him. He did a good job at it. It's like you bastard, and you killed those nice black people. So yeah, you on my shit list.
I didn't hate him. I mean, he does very well.
Mhm.
Kudos. Like, you did a phenomenal job.
I like his
I
body
just-
language a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of pretty understated. And like there's enough credit to James Gunn directed this, right?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
But his fingerprints are all over it. Well, that's another thing that I actually
I'll
low-key have
find
a
out
problem
first,
with
hold
too.
Um,
This movie was directed by Craig Gillis. What the fuck is that last name?
Hold on.
Gillespie.
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 Oh yeah, Gillespie.
Gillespie.
I can't speak English.
That's okay. That's all right. No worries.
But this was
No, no,
produced
I
by
get it.
Mr. Gunn.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, my whole point was the makeup that they have, that race has in particular, like I like it. Like it's just enough. This is why I was gonna go with James Gunn, because it's the same look that they have for whoever the Raiders are in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not the same, but the feel is the same.
They
And I like the
also
way
have
that they
like
do it.
toned down Mad Max vibes.
Yeah, but I like the way that they do it because, as the actors can fucking act. So that's cool. Like they look comfortable in their shit. Same with Lobo. Jason Momoa looked comfortable in all that fucking stuff. The cigar was a little too cartoonish, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I loved him. I loved him and his performance. I didn't hate him. I just hated once I figured out, oh, we're just gonna keep having shit happen to draw this out, because theoretically, as soon as Kara gets her hands on him, this should be done. We should be done here. She's got him. We're good. But nope. We got to do a little something stupid, whether it's Ruthie or an arrow or some other dumb shit, to where she's got to just let him go, and we got to wait until the ending.
Yeah.
By the way, the ending was very satisfying. I didn't really like Kara going out of her way to talk about what revenge means or anything, because it didn't make sense coming from her, because her planet dying from an earthquake or natural causes, like, what the fuck do you know about revenge? Who are you getting revenge on anyway? Nobody destroyed your planet. Your planet just died.
So how
someone
I will say that her
miss
whole
something?
thing
Is it
with
burning it?
like, how do I want to put
Go
this?
ahead, Mark.
My whole
Is there a
thing with
post-credit
like
scene?
no,
Well,
there was,
Morgan, go first.
there was no mid or post credit scenes.
Okay, cool. I didn't miss it.
But real quick, the way I looked at her thought about revenge and what it means to Kara, I think Kara has sat there wishing there was someone she could blame to take her anger out on, but she can't. And so like through that, that's how she knows that the revenge that she is seeking isn't going to help her anyway, because even she hasn't, and she's never been able to find that satisfaction either for herself. It's a way of kind of like reading into it, but that's how I interpret it personally, for it to, instead of the whole, oh well, you need to get revenge, like I know what revenge is. I think she understands what it feels like without the revenge and without the ability to be able to blame somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. But then that just wants me to ask. Well, then, like, wouldn't that be the same thing for Ruthie then, if she doesn't get her revenge? Because Kara still feels like shit. So wouldn't Ruthie still feel like shit because she's still not getting her revenge? But like
That, and I
again,
think that's
it's
the
not a
point.
hill
I
to-
think that's the point is though, Ruthie, you already feel like shit. Taking someone's life is just going to make you feel more like shit.
I'll buy it.
And I think because she looks at Ruthie and sees, like, also because she is portrayed as a little more naive, a little more innocent compared to Kara. That in a weird way, okay, I'm just gonna get into it now. I said earlier, guys, spoilers. Right now, we're entering a spoiler territory. You have 3 seconds to mute. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Okay, spoilers. So, obviously, at the end of the film, she actually, with the sword, kills Krem while he's laying down there defenseless.
Who's she?
Kara. Sorry, Kara. And I think a lot of the hate for this film comes from that specific scene. From the fact that Kara is a superhero and kills a man, something that you don't really see in a lot of, especially like the Superman universe, happen. Even Dan was like, well, he was defenseless. He had no way of defending himself. Like, I don't think she should have killed him. Where I'm like, fucking murder that guy. And maybe it's because partially I'm a woman and what his race is doing to these women and taking brides and shit and whatever.
Oh yeah, that too.
But in a way I looked at it, Kara's in that moment, and also we have the theme like her mother told her to be kind. Doesn't mean you have to be good. Whatever.
No, be good. Be good.
Or sorry,
you
be
don't
good.
have to be nice. Be
Yes,
good.
that is what it was. And then, we also have Ruth saying, you're not always nice, but you're kind. Like, and I think that in that moment is she is being kind and not allowing Ruth. She's protecting Ruth and the last bit of innocence she carries by killing this man for her. She is already at a stage of her life and has a darkness where I feel like she's at the point like, I have my darkness, I've learned to live with it. It does swallow me at times, but I'm at a stage of where emotionally, mentally, I am willing to take this step. I'm not going to let this girl do it because she's not there yet. That is not mentally right. So I look at this like she is protecting Ruth and her innocence and her purity and her like emotional and mental state, and then also hopefully protecting more and more future women from this man going and kidnapping to continue their all male race.
Yeah, no, I agree. Which is why some of the stuff that she was saying about it was kind of funny to me because I figured he's gonna die. It's just who's gonna kill him, right?
I knew from the get-go it was gonna be Kara.
This character is definitely gonna die. But if we're going on this diatribe, it's like, okay, well, if you're not gonna kill him and you're not gonna let her kill him, then is Lobo gonna do it? I mean, whatever. But yeah, no, I agree 100%. You are correct, and like that's how Kara goes about being a hero, which is probably why I like her more because that's more realistic.
Yes.
Right? Like she has no problem. She'll take the burden because she's already feeling like shit anyway. Like,
and we've said time and times again that we want the more darker, more realistic DC universe.
Well, I mean, we got that before. Anthony and I know all about it. So I mean, this whole criticism of like the super people can't kill anybody. It's like you need to get your head out of your ass. If we're doing that again,
you literally see them kill me. Like, look over at the MCU. People die there. We see people actually die. I know, but I'm saying like that's one because like that is the core superheroes of most people's life is either DC or Marvel. So if the MCU can do it, why can't the DCU do it?
I'll say it again. I don't hear some public outcry about Kara killing a defenseless villain. Meanwhile, General Zod is about to murk an innocent family, and everyone bitches and moans about a broken neck. Make it make sense.
That's what I'm saying. If we're doing this again, like I'm not gonna put up with it a second time. Y'all gotta get something better to do with your lives. I'm not 100%. Doing this again. Let it go.
I know, right?
But I am 100% on board with whatever it is they're gonna do with this universe because I think they've already come out swinging with the two Super People movies. They're both pretty fucking good. So
yeah.
I don't know what the whole overarching thing, and if it's headed where you're alluding to, my guy, awesome.
Well, the next Superman movie is called Man of Tomorrow, and so I was hinting at Brainiac.
Yes.
Like now, I doubt Kara know. So if to my knowledge, I think Brainiac didn't necessarily destroy Krypton, but there was some kind of somewhat hand in maybe just letting it die when you could have did something like I don't fully know Brainiac's story actually.
Yeah.
So which was like trying to make a bit of a dumb joke that I don't have enough context for.
Like, but who killed Planet Vegeta? It's actually Beerus because he gave the green light.
Yeah, maybe there's kind of a beerus thing there, I suppose. Which, oh shit, I just realized that makes, Dragon Ball and Superman way more related than I thought.
Dude,
They already did this. Bardock was a scientist now. Now
That's
you're
different.
telling, you know what? Oh god. We moving on. We ain't going there. We can't go there right now.
different show.
We can't go there right now.
We'll
Look,
never go there.
but look. If y'all wanted to bitch and moan about Superman killing Zod, which for the record, didn't he kill Zod in the OG Superman 2? And no one batted an eye.
No.
Then
he
I
puts him
act
in the
does he kill him?
prison.
Does he put the other two in the prison, or does he put
I
them
don't
all
know,
in
but
prison?
that was the thing Dan also said. Dan was like, "Well, they could have put him in Superman's prison. They already have." And I was like,
Okay.
"For
get that
crime?
shit out of here.
Hell no."
No.
Just murder the
Homie
guy.
needed to die. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Homie had to die. They did
Sorry,
the right call.
Dan just pulled out the dining room table. My microphone picked it up surprisingly, or the chair
Oh,
hit the
interesting.
table.
I don't know if you guys have anything else. I mean, I really like how this looks. That's what I'm saying. This looks like a James Gunn movie stylistically, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't. I like the
I don't have
use
an
of the
issue with it.
colors. I like the use of the soundtrack. I like how everybody looks. Every race is clearly defined. I like the creatures.
I do
Like,
want to
this is
say,
this is what. Hang on. This is
Nope, you're
what
good.
Mandalorian and Grogu thinks it is. That's what this is.
For me personally, I don't love everything James Gunn does 100% because I guess it's not necessarily bad, but there are some things that are like, no, that's definitely a James Gunn thing that I don't necessarily love.
Yeah.
And definitely comes up with some of the quote unquote gross out kind of humor, I suppose, too, which I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah, that's in this one. I went okay, unnecessary.
Yeah.
The joke was kind of funny, I guess, but like, what the?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, when James Gunn's doing these things, especially in this movie, I'm seeing like just like the Midwest in space for some reason or whatever like that, or like somewhat down south in space. I'm like, why do I always get that vibe from you?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's
Also,
that
speaking
Showa
of
background, dude.
speaking of music choices, what the hell was that cover of The Middle by Jimmy Eat World? What the hell was that? I love that song. I don't think I love that cover.
I think it was a little too on the nose, like literally.
Yeah.
Literally on the
He's
nose.
literally in the middle of all that. Like, come on. And can you at least play the original version? I'd have been less, not irritated, but just less. Get this out of here.
The one time you choose to skimp on buying the royalties or using the royalties, this is the time you want to do it. I was like, all right, whatever.
So, yeah. Anything else I want to talk about in this movie? Actually,
I do want to say, if you don't mind, because Luke was mentioning Star Wars. I literally leaned over to Dan and was so like I already said, and firstly, that Krem and his people remind me of watered down Mad Max. Even with the brides and everything, that whole thing, watered down Mad Max meets like the not comparing them completely, and I probably get this vibe because it's James Gunn though. A bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of like the Misfit crew, meets because of the worlds, the environments, and how the alien races look, and like Star Wars. I literally was like, these are the three things I'm getting for like it's like all of these three things, but throw literally the DCU into it.
Yeah,
It's
not in a bad way. It works.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to say it's a bummer, but you know, when these other things, established things, come out first, it's hard. It's hard not to watch these, especially with all the shit we've seen. It's really hard not to watch stuff and be like, okay, well, I see this influence or this influence or this influence, but like that style works in whatever. Like James Gunn could do a Star Wars movie, right? Or that style would absolutely work perfectly in that universe. But it worked in Marvel. It works here. It's just he did it first with Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy, and now he's bringing that over. So it's just hard. It's hard not to disassociate. But sure. I give them enough credit in putting enough thought into, while it feels the same because it's that style, they are two completely different things. And I do appreciate the amount of thought and care and effort that's gone into making them feel like I can tell it's Guardians of the Galaxy and I can tell it's DC. They don't feel like the exact same thing. Styles are similar, but they are two different things.
For sure. I do agree with that.
One last thing I will say too. I love that fact that I keep comparing Supergirl to Superman. She rocks this new fit a little better than Superman, if you ask me. I still don't love Superman's outfit in the new movie, but Supergirl's outfit's actually not bad.
I think it's just the red, dude. She even makes the comment, "Why is he in his underwear?" It's like
I was about to say I loved her line. She's like, "Why is he in his underwear?"
Yeah. However, sorry, I still got to do it. Sasha Calle as Supergirl still looks woo, damn.
It's just like that suit, dude.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really do.
No,
and also kind of like Sasha Calle.
It would have been nice, but that's something that, if anybody has a problem with it, you're gonna have to get used to going forward. Because all of those movies, the DCEU, it's Zack, man.
Yeah, I know.
Everything. It's gonna be the same thing here. It's James Gunn. His fingerprint's gonna be all over everything. So it's gonna be funny moving forward as this picks up more steam. Because Marvel did the same thing, right? Once it got to a point, it was like you need to conform as an artist to the formula that we've established. You're gonna have to do the same thing here. It's gonna start to be few and far between when you see a DCU movie that feels like it's its own thing. Because for the most part, they're gonna feel like James Gunn has his hands in it because he has to.
Yeah, this is fair, and I'm perfectly fine of accepting what I wish continued is gone. I can accept that. I miss it, and I'm still gonna make the comparison because just because it's kind of fun to do.
Yeah, well, it helps that these are good.
Yeah, well, this one I surprisingly just like more. Although I'm still not the biggest fan of Superman, I can't say I'd watch that again. But I will. I feel like I'd watch this one again, and if I don't, I just want to see Lobo one more time.
Yeah, facts. No. So hey, it's great fucking start. It's about time, right? Good start. Not too much controversy other than I'm gonna say it, other than the nerds on the internet, but like y'all got too much time. That's all that is. If we are really recycling this fucking talking point again, dog, go touch some grass, please. For the love of all of us, go outside, just take a nice breath of fresh air, say hi to your fucking neighbor. I'm tired of incels. We don't need them anymore. Fucking please.
Incels, fandoms, my God, I officially just hate fandoms. I officially stay away from them. Even the stuff that I love. Dragon Ball fandom. No, stay away. I didn't even think I could ever say this. I gotta stay away from the Attack on Titan fandom because I think they're glazing it too much.
Well, I mean,
my God, Star Wars. We've talked about the Star Wars fandom.
We have didn't even talk about Dragon Ball fandom. I have legitimate gripes, God damn it. What? Why the fuck am I getting Beerus again?
That's great. That's verified. That's fine. That's a good one. Listen. What your gripes are isn't like the issues I have. Just look at what the rest of the fandom always bitch about for reals.
I will be standing in the middle of that river just being like, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, and you're an idiot, and just keep going. Like if I were to ever take up that battle, because when it comes to stuff like that, it's y'all just got too much fucking time, man. Too much time.
Y'all bitching about the wrong things. My Hero fans.
It's always that. It's always the wrong fucking thing too. Like this is the hill. I say it all the time. This is the hill you want to die on. I want to die on hills, but not this one.
Oh Lord, where did we just go from? Where did we just go? We started bitching about fandoms for real.
Like it's unfortunately we're in the realm where being online is like kind of a necessity. But if we could just like unplug, we'd be perfect. Because who the fuck?
That's why, like, honestly, I avoid everyone's opinions about a movie as much as possible before going and seeing it. That way I can hopefully walk in as blind as possible and to not have a swayed before it. You know what I mean?
Outrage is clicks, man. Outrage is engagement. Outrage gets you money. It is what it is. I understand the game. I personally just don't want to play it.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it time to rate this movie?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Go for it, Jordan.
I'm surprisingly gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. I liked it. It wasn't bad. I'd watch it again probably. But fuck you, Ruth. You are the worst thing in this movie. I fucking hate you. I wish somebody would have just capped that kid. I'd have been so much more happier. You know what? Save Crypto, kill the kid. There we go. That's fine. I'll tolerate Crypto for at least one more movie. But I swear to God, if he fucks up one more thing, I swear to God, to the pound with you.
Everybody look away in 3, 2, 1.
Bam!
Nice.
I started to notice
I
I was starting to get lost in the shadows.
you have a creeping back there. No, I'm gonna go next just because I'm also the same dreaded. I am also a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed this film. It is not the best film of the year that I have seen. I have seen better films than this year, but I had a great time with this. I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than I thought I was going to, and I think the hate for this film is overrated.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have the highest rating. I'm gonna give it 7.5.
Okay.
I didn't mind Ruthie that much, but like I said, by the time it's over, I like the even between. So you've got the two extremes between Kara and Lobo, and Ruthie is right in the middle, which is why that song being right on the nose is a little annoying. The problems that I have with the movie are just what I said they were. How we keep finding ways to nerf Kara because we have to. But those are the only Superman. I'm pretty sure had the same problems. I haven't seen it in a minute, but if I go back, I'm sure it's gonna be the same shit. There's just if Superman and Supergirl do what they're supposed to do, we're done. So we gotta drag this out. But I really dig the message. You know what I mean? I'm not the dude that's gonna scream at the top of their lungs about representation and shit like that because it's something that should absolutely be there. But I like good stories, right? It doesn't fucking matter to me if it's a female led or a woman led movie, as long as it's good. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell you it's bad. It just is what it is. But when the story is good, and this has a very good story, and I love all the layers that the characters have and shit, and I love the way that they express them, and I'm more invested in the moments when just Kara and Ruthie are talking, or Kara is just talking in general, or like the flashback scenes. Those are my favorite scenes. When they do the nerfing, that shit's annoying. When you keep, actually, I'm just repeating myself. All my biggest problems fall into the nerfing category, but everything else, style, music, except for the one, action. God, I really enjoyed the fight scenes and the action that's in here. Lobo's awesome. I hope I see more Jason Momoa's Lobo. Everything else is very, very good. That's two solid hits for me from the DCU. And I'll tell you what, for how much I like this, Spider-Man's got a bar that he needs to clear. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, about Spider-Man, it seems like there's too much going on in that movie. Hang on, before I forget, because I didn't even mention the action in this movie as well. It's pretty good. I swear, I think she borrowed a move from Man of Steel. Man, do you remember when Superman tackled Zod away from his mama, threw them silos and stuff like that, and threw him on the ground, started wailing on him? I think she did somewhat the same thing in this movie. Like, hey, wait a minute, I recognize that move.
In my opinion, Krem doesn't. He seems like a very capable fighter. He doesn't necessarily feel super powered to me, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In my opinion, Krem should have been fucking dead when she did that to him.
Yo.
Yeah.
He's doing the flips and she's just whamming my dude.
He should be dead.
He's fucking dead.
I leaned over to Dan and I was like, that man should have died there. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Straight goop. My man is now Krem goop.
Do it to Zod, who is also super powered on the planet you're on. Sure, makes sense. Doing it to Krem, who is obviously to me not a superpowered being. Okay, plot armor. That's a little too heavy. Yikes.
Yeah. What was with him eating everything he found too? Everyone's leftovers. I was grossed out by that.
I think it was just a visual show that he's just kind of like the bottom feeder. Like he is a bottom
Perhaps
feeder.
So. I'm still grossed out by it. Especially the cereal. That disturbed the hell out of me.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he gives no shit.
But yeah, my complaints are pretty few and far in between, and those would be them. But 7.5. This movie's very solid.
I thought I was gonna be bored. I really wasn't.
I know you were not like you're like fine, whatever. I'll go see Supergirl. You were not vibing with having to see Supergirl.
That is true. I can admit I was wrong.
I wasn't necessarily vibing. In his defense, I wasn't necessarily vibing either. Like if you guys would have said anything else, I probably would have been more excited to see it. But I'm glad we made this call.
Yep, not a bad call. I mean, the other option was we could have watched the Jackass movie.
No. I'm
gonna see that.
Yeah, good. I figure I can't convince Morgan to watch that one.
Oh yeah, one last time, baby.
I'm
going to convince her to watch Scary Movie before I can convince her to watch Jackass.
You would. 100%. You would. My thing is at this point, like, because, like, okay, Jackass had its era, and that is fine. would I watch this Jackass movie? Yes. Would I pay money to watch it? No. I'll probably wait until it comes on streaming, and even then I may not touch it. So,
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It seems like they're not really treading any new material in this. Like, it's definitely the law of diminishing returns. The fact that what is 5? The fact that we got a 5th one is blowing my mind. But from what I've seen, it looks like it's half clip show, right? It's literally in the title,
Possibly.
best and worst, or whatever the fuck. Like, they've got I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna see the best skits from the first one to the best skits that this one has, and that's the movie. And I'm like, all right, well, it was just cool to see you guys one last time, because I'm gonna be real, none of y'all should be doing this anymore.
No, y'all really shouldn't. If anything, I'm more impressed with Steve-O just telling stories of the wild shit they done did.
Facts.
Also, I probably would just wait for it on streaming too, actually. Some things I'm like, I don't think I want to see that on big screen.
Nah, I think the next one that I really want to, that I'm probably gonna see is Leviticus. But otherwise, the one that I'm looking forward to next is Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man hits us at the end of the month.
I'm really looking forward to the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm down to watch that definitely.
I'm gonna watch it, but like,
I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it because I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm just looking forward. Like, I'm a massive I love the Odyssey. I'm the crazy nerd for all that mythos and everything. Like, I'm excited. I just in general am excited for it because I'm excited to review it. Excuse you?
Oh, it's gonna.
I got it.
There's gonna be a lot to say with that motherfucker. Least of all is gonna be Matt Damon just being Matt Damon in it.
Yeah, we got a problem, ladies and gents.
Good cast though.
The next movie that's coming out that's probably worth a review because we're just gonna crash out, especially me and you, Morgan. Moana.
Okay, I know we don't want to see it, but honestly, we need to.
I know.
Because it'll be such a good review.
I'm playing rock, paper, scissors or something. I'm playing rock, paper, scissors because y'all really gonna. I know. I can feel it. I see it. No, I know. But like, I literally can do anything else better with my time. Literally anything else.
For the show.
Or hold on. Wait.
Saturday, we'll find something to do to fucking put it on the line. If you beat me,
you know what? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm making a call right now. Okay, because actually, this movie comes out on the 10th, so I don't know what we're gonna do exactly about the 8th. We could do the live action Avatar show. We got time to catch that real quick. However, for the week after, because not only does Moana drop on the 10th, Evil Dead Burn does too. So I'm proposing I'm going to be the best person on this show again, where I'm going to watch both movies and I'll review one with Morgan and one with Luke, because I'm just awesome like that.
Luke should still see Moana.
I know he's not gonna. That's why I'm not.
But I feel like because you and I love Moana, Luke may have a different opinion than us. That could be an interesting take.
It's a giant fucking waste of time. What am I doing here? Why is The Rock in a fat suit?
Surprisingly, he's not actually gonna be in a fat suit. He's just The Rock bod.
Yeah.
We'll talk, because I have something very special for you and Dan when you come over on Saturday, and maybe that'll lighten your mood on whether or not I see this movie potentially. We'll see.
You underestimate my stubbornness.
Not that I'm trying to bribe, but I think I got a good shot.
Listen.
Underestimate my stubbornness.
I'm saying, and I got all these things, activities. You know, you beat me in something, I'll just shut up and watch it. We'll see.
I'm also not opposed to you guys doing we do a double feature, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
I'm genuinely kind of asking y'all, can we do the double feature?
That's fine.
I will review Moana with you, and then I review Evil Dead Burn with you.
That's fine. Unless I see Moana, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's funny. You watching live action Moana? Come on now.
Now that you're fucking saying this shit, maybe I do it out of spite.
Yeah. Continue to challenge him. Continue to challenge him, Dreaded. This is working in my favor.
I'm not even doing it.
End the show. He's clipping.
All right, everybody. With that being said, with him going into another laughing fit, like it happened last week, You all have a fantastic evening. We will be live next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you tune into our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you prefer calling it. We're also on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn. The list goes on. So go follow us. That way you know what we're going to be reviewing. But until next time, everybody, you have a fantastic evening. Do not forget the popcorn next time, please, and thank you. And guys, we'll see you next week. But for now,
If you
have a
forget the
fantastic
popcorn,
evening.
Crypto's gonna bite you in the dump.
Have a great night, everybody.
He did. He munched that dude right in the wiener. That was
He
impressive.
did. I forgot about that shit.
Wow,
All right,
put that fucking in here.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Crypto's
a G.
When Crypto gets serious, he gets serious on the right people.
I suppose, yeah. All right, fine. Two good things. I'll give him that.
All right, good night, everybody.
Later.